Perhaps Tobi Amusan or Nadine Visser in lane 3. Visser going well at the moment. She's got a jump on the world record holder. Great start, fading ever so slightly. But here comes Tobi Amusan off the final flight, 12:27.
It's June 28th, 2026. Tobi Amusan just won the women's 100-meter hurdles at the Paris Diamond League. Her time? 12.27 seconds. Her best of the season. Her third Diamond League win this year. She beat Americans Grace Stark and Alasia Johnson, and she did it her way. Calm, patient, in control. That's been her style for 4 years straight. 3 Diamond League wins, 1 season. She's 29. She's the world record holder. And she won this race from 4th place at the 7th hurdle, then blasted down the final stretch in 30-degree heat in Paris. Sounds easy, right? Like this is just what world record holders do? It wasn't easy. None of it was. This is the story of a girl from Ijebu-Ode, Nigeria, who moved to America as a teenager and spent 6 years finishing 4th at the biggest meets in the sport. Nobody expected her to end up here. Nobody except one woman, the one whose record she broke. Her name is Kendra Harrison. Harrison set the old world record, 12.20, in London back in 2016. That was 1 week after she failed to make the Olympic team. When Amusan broke that record, Harrison was right there in the same race 6 lanes away. She ran the fastest time she'd run in 6 years and still lost by 0.08 of a second. Then she walked over and hugged Amusan on the track. That hug is the heart of this story. By the end, you'll understand exactly why. Ijebu-Ode sits about 60 kilometers inland from Lagos, Nigeria. It's known for its markets, not for producing world champions. Tobi Amusan was born there on April 23, 1997, the youngest of 3 kids. Both her parents were teachers. In her house, school always came first. Sport came second. She ran track around her studies at Our Lady of Apostles Secondary School. She wasn't even a hurdler at first. Her first big international race, back in 2013, was the 200 meters, and she won silver. She was a sprinter before anything else. A year later, she tried hurdles and grabbed silver again. By 2015, at just 18, it had all clicked. She won gold at the African Junior Championships and gold at the All-Africa Games. Hurdles were now her event. In 2016, the University of Texas at El Paso offered her a scholarship. She took it. An 18-year-old leaving Nigeria behind for good, stepping into one of the toughest college sports systems in the world. In her very first semester, she smashed the UTEP school record that had stood for 33 years. But that's not what made headlines. A tweet did. On July 22, 2016, American hurdler Kendra Harrison ran 12.20 seconds in London and broke the world record. It was brutal timing. She just missed the Olympic team the week before. She posted that night calling herself the world record holder, calling it proof of faith. Watching from Texas was a 19-year-old freshman. Amusan tweeted straight at her, "That record won't last. I'm coming for it." Nobody took her seriously. Why would they? She was a freshman, nowhere close to that time. It sounded like big talk from a young athlete. It wasn't. It was a plan. Here's what the next 5 years really looked like. And this is the part people skip. Amusan spent years just below the top, with zero guarantee she'd ever close the gap. At the 2019 World Championships in Doha, she made the final and finished 4th. Not 4th in a heat, 4th in the final. So close, no medal. Then Tokyo 2021, delayed a year by the pandemic. Same result, 4th place again. 2 of the biggest stages in the sport. 2 finals, 2 4th place finishes in a row. Jamaican hurdler Danielle Williams, who later became world champion, said Amusan came close to quitting the sport after those 2 results. Not a slump, a real thought about walking away. 4th place twice at the very top is brutal. You're too close to quit, too far to be happy. Just the answer to a trivia question. Who just missed the medals? She didn't quit. She kept training. In 2021, at the Diamond League final in Zurich, she won, the first Nigerian ever to win a Diamond League title in any event. She also broke the African record along the way, beating Gloria Alozi's old mark. She wasn't just chasing the top anymore. She was there. 2022 kept building. She ran personal bests all season. 12.41 in Paris, then 12.40 in Eugene qualifying, breaking her own African record again. She was getting faster every single time out. Then came the World Championships in Eugene, Oregon on July 24, 2022. In the semifinal, Kendra Harrison, still the world record holder at 12.20, ran 12.27. Amusan ran 12.12, 800th faster than Harrison's record. Not close. Gone. Amusan looked at the scoreboard, stunned. Behind her, Harrison saw the time too, her own fastest run in years, and she'd still lost by a landslide. She smiled. She walked over. She hugged Amusan right there on the track, one of the most genuine moments in the sport. Harrison later says she was glad the record went to a Nigerian athlete. That bond traced all the way back to a tweet in 2016. 90 minutes later, Amusan ran the final, 12:06 seconds, even faster. But the win was over the legal limit, so it didn't count as a record. She called the world record a bonus on top of her title. She always believed it was coming. Then, months later, a doping case surfaced, a positive test for a heart medication called trimetazidine from before the championships. Amusan denied any wrongdoing. She went through the full hearing process quietly and cooperated the whole way. The Athletics Integrity Unit cleared her of intentional violation. Her world record stood, her title stood. But imagine defending your name while the world is celebrating your biggest win. At the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, she took silver, losing to Danielle Williams, the same rival who once watched her nearly quit. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, silver again, this time behind the American Masai Russell, who ran 12.33 for gold. 2 silvers in a row, right after fighting through that suspension. Silver is not nothing, but for a world record holder, it was a sign something needed to change. So she changed it. She started training under Glenn Mills, the coach behind Usain Bolt's whole career. Switching coaches at 27, already holding the world record, was a massive bet. New training, new technique, new momentum heading into 2026. A silver at the 2025 Tokyo Worlds, her 3rd straight major silver, showed the rebuild was already working, even before the wins came. 9 days ago in Paris, she crossed the line in 12.27 and grabbed her 3rd Diamond Leap title of 2026. Next up, the Prefontaine Classic. After that, the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, where she'll defend the gold she's held since 2022. Her world record, 12.12, set that night in Eugene in 2022, still stands. Masai Russell has come closest, running 12.14, but 12.12 is still the fastest time ever run, still Amusan's name at the top, still that tweet from a 19-year-old answered in full. Kendra Harrison held the record for 6 years. When it fell, she was standing right there, and she hugged the woman who took it from her. That's the most powerful response to losing a record there is. Not complaint, a smile and a hug, 0.15 of a second apart. Harrison, by every account, took it with real grace, genuinely happy for someone she'd raced for years. She understood that long climb better than almost anyone, since she lived her own version of it in London back in 2016. Amusan was 19 when she told Harrison she was coming for her record. She was 25 when she actually took it, 6 years and a continent away from that tweet. In between, 2 4th-place finishes at the sport's biggest events, a near decision to quit, a public fight to clear her name, and 2 more silvers on the climb back up. By Los Angeles 2028, Amusan will be 31, still under Glenn Mills, still the world record holder, already with 3 Diamond League titles before the summer season even started. So here's the question. Does Tobi Amusan win Olympic gold in Los Angeles? And does 12.12 survive that long? Or does she go even lower before she gets there? Drop your answer below. I read every comment. And if you want to see what happens next, subscribe now. This story isn't finished.